Welcome to Macula Station, gateway to the Belsavis penal colonies. Feel free to ask me about our correctional facilities.
Can it, 05? This is a prison, not a tourist attraction. Warden Plate's already approved your entry, Major. Please declare any weapons you might be carrying, such as blasters, knives, explosives.
Put me down for all of the above.
Of course. Normally, I'd confiscate your equipment, but the Warden wants you planetside ASAP. Given the situation, I figure he'll want you carrying.
I have my own business on Belsavis.
I doubt you'll get much done down there without the Warden's say-so. Just take the shuttle and report to the Warden immediately. And be careful, it's nasty down there.
About time, Major. Was beginning to think you Havoc Squad hotshots were all talk. I'm Warden Plate. This here's my second-in-command, Growl. Now, let's get one thing straight. This is my prison. You want to help out, bust a few heads, fine. But you'll do things my way. Understand?
I do things one way. Mine.
You just watch yourself. Endanger my men, and I'll punt your sorry butt right off this rock. This facility houses some of the galaxy's most dangerous criminals. It was one of the Republic's best-kept secrets until the Empire caught on.
Our guards found a subspace transmitter in one of the prison wards. Crude, but functional. Must have taken decades to scrap together.
Blasted thing led the Imperials right to us. They snuck in, sprang the prisoners, and blew open the armories in a single strike.
What were your guards doing while all this was going on? Sleeping?
My men are used to corralling inmates and breaking kneecaps. They're not trained to fight off Imperial troopers. The military's already sent a few elite detachments our way. Been about as useful as a tauntaun in a sandstorm.
Last we heard, they'd lost the deep prison. Encountered some unknown species in the maximum security wing. And they're getting pummeled.
Let them sweat. Our priority is securing this level. And that means stamping out a gang of lunatics calling themselves the Condemned. They're all second and third generation prisoners, born and raised right here in the prison, just as twisted as the scum they're descended from.
I look forward to meeting them.
Oh, they've been downright neighborly. Thanks to them, our security fields are down and our access to the armories has been cut off. We're sitting naked here. If we can retake the armories and get those fields back online, we'll be in business. Then we'll... Wait, what's that?
Warden! Return fire! Seal off the wing! No one gets in or out without my say-so! Kelsa, how's the Warden?
Dead, sir. Clean shot to the head. I think that makes you the new Warden.
I hadn't thought of that.
Quit stalling and give us a game plan.
Sorry, this is just... it's unexpected. The Warden was a good man. Securing this station is our first priority. Another ambush like that and we're through. Our security field should keep the prisoners out. Some condemned saboteurs trashed the field generator, and the whole network is down.
Leave it to me, sir. A few tools, a little elbow grease, and I'll have that generator back up in no time.
That generator could still be crawling with prisoners. I'd feel a lot better knowing someone was watching her back.
You're all totally useless.
Until those fields are up, I need all security personnel defending the station. Afraid that just leaves you.
Just let me slip into something more blaster resistant.
The generator isn't far. Just keep those lunatics away from Kelsa. Give them one for the Warden.
Ako vele hej razon, kivulgat staskag sivkak igot.
That should do it. Throw the switch and cross your fingers.
Grawl here. It looks like that did it. The security fields just went up. Not a moment too soon. Even better, that boost jump-started the station's internal generators. We're rerouting power to them now.
That means the prisoners won't be able to knock out the fields again, right?
For the time being. You did good. And thank you for looking after Kelsa. She's only a junior corrections officer. I'd hate to see anything happen to her. On that note, I just received intel from Republic Command that those condemned lunatics have already responded to our shield restoration. They just hit another armory. This one's unique, though. It's stocked with all kinds of prototype weaponry, including our new Magnetar Rifles.
Those prisoners really have the run of the place, don't they?
I told you it was bad. This latest development certainly doesn't help. The Magnetar Rifles were specifically designed to disrupt energy shields. The technology's experimental, but effective. Our security fields won't last against one of those things. A single shot takes a while to load up, but it could punch right through our defenses.
How is this a surprise? Of course they'd go after a shield-destroying weapon.
Did we anticipate it was possible? Yes. Did we have the manpower to do anything about it? No. I need you to get to that armory and secure those weapons. Those maniacs escape with even one rifle. It's over for us. Try not to kill anyone if you can. There's been enough death already. Bring the rifles back to the station once you've retrieved them. Crawl out.
Here. These stun grenades should take the fight out of them.
Welcome back. Glad to see you made it, and with all the rifles no less. I appreciate you keeping the body count to a minimum. The last thing we need is to provoke the rioters even further. With the shield generator online and the Magnetar Rifles back in our hands, we'll be safe for a while. Thank you.
I'm good. What can I say?
Wish I had 50 more like you. Good news. We finally have a lead on the Condemned's ringleader. Found this holo recording on one of Plate's assassins. Take a look.
Brothers, sisters, I am Niranos. Like you, I was born into captivity, shackled by the crimes of my ancestors. Our forefathers rot in the bowels of this prison, their debt to the Republic repaid in full. Yet, here we remain, guiltless. We must stand united against this injustice. Together we will tear down these walls and seize our freedom.
It goes on from there, but you get the idea. This guy is bad news. He's cunning, ruthless, and worst of all, charismatic.
There's nobody I can't handle.
Don't underestimate him. He was born and raised on Belsavis, and we don't breed pushovers here. Niranos is dangerous, but he's just a puppet. The Empire's been using him to provoke the inmates. Fortunately, they slipped up.
That's right. I isolated several audio cues from the recording and got a fix on its origin. Could be their headquarters.
This is the break we've been waiting for. Now that we know where they're hiding, we can finally take the fight to them.
Why are Imperials fraternizing with convicts?
The Empire's been egging them on in hopes of escalating the riots. They get more than they bargained for. Niranos and his Imperial cohorts are the brains behind the Condemned. We take them out, we end this riot. Get to their hideout. If Niranos is there, eliminate him. Otherwise, find out what they're up to. Any insight could go a long way.
Hopefully this Niranos is there. I'll take a fighting mission over recon any day.
In that case, good hunting. Hang on to those stun grenades Kelsa gave you. Kill the Imperials if you like, but again, I'd prefer the prisoners were subdued non-lethally. Contact me when you've cleared out of the base. I'll be waiting for your report.
Grawl, the leaders aren't here, and you're going to want to hear this.
A neural disruptor? Can they even do that?
It's possible, sir. Would incapacitate us all. However, I should be able to recalibrate the security shields to block out its effects.
Do it. I don't want to be a twitching, drooling heap when the condemned get here. That's one crisis averted. But you better get back here fast. Once they realize the disruptor didn't work, they'll attack in force.
I thought the station shields were supposed to keep you safe.
Well, even security fields have their limits. And I'd rather not wait to see how long ours can stand up to a full-scale attack. Hurry back as soon as you can. Grawl out. Too late. We held them off for a while, but they broke through. Most of our personnel fell back to the armory, but Kelsa, she was a model officer. Those animals cut her down without a second thought. Would have been a massacre if you hadn't warned us about that disruptor. Oh, they'll die for this. The Condemned, the Imperials, and Niranos.
I'll hunt down every last one of them.
Do what you have to do. They're barricaded in the control room. We prevented them from slicing the central terminal remotely. Now they're trying to access it manually. I saved one of the Magnetar Rifles for you. Should get you through the security fields. Get in there and finish this.
How do you work this thing? This antiquated tech is older than... Niranos? Company.
I'd heard one of the famed Havoc commandos was killing my men. Your reputation is well deserved, Major. I'm glad our paths have finally crossed.
I'm here to take you down.
I expected Graal's hatred would blind him, but I'd hoped you would have more sense. Neither I nor my comrades have committed any crime against the Republic. We will have our freedom, one way or another.
Do shut up, Niranos. No one wants to hear another speech. Just kill this upstart.
We came to negotiate, Imperial. Fight your own battles.
Speak for yourself. I'll take a fistful of Imperial credits over your crusade any day.
At least a few of you animals know the meaning of loyalty. As for you, Niranos, you can die with the rest.
my own men, throwing me to the Imperials for a few credits. Only a lifetime in prison will breed that kind of desperation. But please, put down your weapon and let us speak. No one else needs to die today. I would have negotiated sooner, but those Imperial watchdogs wouldn't allow it.
Give me one reason why I should let you live.
Despite what the Wardens may have told you, there's no need for us to be enemies. I wish only to talk. But if words are not enough, allow me to prove my sincerity. Attention, my fellow condemned. This is Nyranos. Lay down your arms. It's time we resolve this peacefully.
Stop right there, you murdering scum! You won't poison this prison anymore! Why are you just standing there? Kill that lunatic so we can end this madness!
I figured you'd want to be here when he died.
Wait, at least hear me out! Neither I nor any of the condemned have ever been convicted of a crime. We merely inherited our ancestors' sentences. All we want is our freedom. Perhaps a small piece of land on Belsavis, where we can live in peace. We deserve that much.
Only thing this nutcase deserves is a blaster bolt between the eyes. If you don't kill him, I will!
You've heard our demands. Do what you will. Just know that I'll die before I return to that cell.
You're a murderer, Nyranos. It's time you paid the price for that.
Finally, some proper justice. I hope Kelsa and Plate are smiling right now, wherever they are. The condemned won't be happy about this, but without Nyranos or the Imperials to lead them, they won't last long. We'll mop them up soon enough. Remind them who's in charge around here.
It's your problem now. I'm out.
It'll take some time to rally the guards after that last attack. We'll get it done. The sector is more or less secure now, but a Colonel Hauer has been asking for assistance in the high security wing. I told him I didn't have any men to spare, but that you might be able to lend a hand. He's expecting you now. You go on ahead. We've got things under control here. Just be careful. The innermost wings are real madhouses.
Hawkins, take Rawat and check the North Tower. If the prisoners have it, let me know and I'll send reinforcements. It's Major, right? I'm sure glad to see you. The prisoners are going from building to building, attacking everyone. Worse, I've got civilians hiding in the prisoner intake yard. If the convicts find them, it'll be a massacre.
What sort of idiot allows civilians on a prison facility?
The guards are allowed to bring their wives and children. It's a long tour out here. We're moving them off-world as soon as possible. I managed to scare up an armored transport. Problem is, there's an army of bloodthirsty convicts between the transport and the guards' families.
Trust me, these prisoners haven't seen bloodthirsty.
Sometimes that's all they understand. I need you to clear a path for the transport so it can get to those civvies. The prisoners are going to throw everything they've got at you. Honestly, I wouldn't send a womp rat on this suicide run, but I'm out of options. Can you do it?
Point me to the transport and I'll head out.
You'll need to clear a path from there to the prisoner intake yard. That should buy enough time to get the civilians.
I thought they were gonna rip the transport apart. Clear a path to the intake yard. I'll follow you. Thanks, a lot. That'll make my job easier. You should go, now.
It's useless. This droid's nothing but a junk heap without replacement parts. I can't take it, Major. Between the convicts shooting us and our equipment breaking, it's a wonder we're alive. There's 100 screaming crazies out there, all my men are hurt, and the Warden droids that are supposed to help us don't function. Buck up and get over it. Easy for you to say, you don't have a mob of blood-crazed prisoners screaming for your head. Not to mention that the Mandalorians attacked and took all our motivator coils, the one thing that would get our droids working. Mandos aren't like other convicts. They're more like a military unit than a gang. Even set up their own headquarters. There's nobody I can't handle. Sounds like you've never seen them fight. Imagine the rest of these murderers with military training. They've even scavenged a bunch of old Warden droids and turned them into turret defenses. That's why they took the coils. You want to help? Break open those turrets the Mandos built and bring me the motivator coils. With those, these droids will be back online. Where should I begin? The camp's near the remnants of the prison housing. The turrets guard the perimeter. Be careful out there. The Mandos are gonna go ballistic if you start breaking their toys.
Got your motivator coils. Are your droids ready?
They're as ready as they can be. I should just be able to drop in the coils and they'll be running. We're not out of the woods, but at least with the droids to help out, we've got a fighting chance. Glad you made it back. I'm not bailing you out again. We did fine on our own until the Empire came down on us. You do your part, we'll do ours.
Humpa, Murirava, Fupa, Chipampa Wula. At Ambumpa, Oshuda Mokili Moklanki. Jonki Faguta, Chiho Poda Gioto Vokise.
That doesn't sound good.
Bagthra Wanawaga mi Bunawa Dwedwipe. Tauz Azulas Uval Tumi Chakulka Dimaji. Chopa Kuma ni Umpi put Malia Bedwana Nibobo.
What about Minok's cellmates? You said he was preserving his cover.
Uchusa Yomata Chitoya, Asubi Mota Uipa. Kupa Tonti Toki Maki Chisa Chubolo Wawuni.